with another video. Today's video, we're going to talk about Bounty Killer, Tanya Stephens, mrvegas, and a whole list of others. Let's talk about it. So, Tanya Stephens recently forwarded on social media about rape allegations by someone in the music business, as she says, someone that's very famous and that a lot of people big up. Did she call a name? No, she did not. Why hasn't she called a name? Only God knows. Now, what I will say is this. I remember this story coming out about 4 to 5 years ago. For a lot of people, this may be a new story, but this is actually an old story. And the only reason it's coming up again from her is because she's piggybacking off the issue that Richie Stephens is having with the Asian female, where she's alleging that he raped her when she used to work for him on tour and music and all that type of stuff. Her husband basically came out and said, well, my wife said you raped her how many umpteen years ago, we letting it be known. Because if you think about it, none of this stuff is court stuff. It's not like they're suing anybody. This is all a bunch of social media drama. So to me, a lot of this stuff is being done for clout. This looks like a clout chasing situation from all parties, if you ask me. Because not to say like any of these people are being arrested. Most of the crimes they're talking about is stuff from 10 past years ago. Most of that stuff probably might not be tried in court. The situation that Tanya Stephens was referring to with the rape allegations, she said it happened to her back when she was 19. If I'm not mistaken, Tanya Stephens now is 48 years of age. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comment section if anyone knows her correct age. So this is something that happened in her early life. So this has followed her from her early life into adulthood, which it would, because being violated by someone doesn't leave you. It's not something you go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, and the thought process, the hurt, the pain just goes away. It don't work like that. So for Tanya Stephens, she's came out again during this time of the Asian lady alleging those things happening to her as well by Richie Stephens. You get me? So, like I said, why come out on social media personally unless you're looking for attention? Because honestly, if it happened to you when you're 19, you're 48 now, I don't think you're even going to try it in court. She doesn't even want to tell the person's name, so why even tell us? I'm just saying. On to the next. mrvegas. mrvegas recently came out, and him and Bounty Killer been having issues back and forth since back in the day. If you know, you know. This is old smoke, but mrvegas recently came out and said, yo, man, you out here supporting Richie Stephens, this, that, and the third. Well, Bounty was on IG, on Instagram, posting one whole heap of nonsense, defending Richie Stephens, defending that man like that man was the reincarnation of Christ. Well, all that defending, some of his dirty laundry fall out the basket. Yeah. So now, allegedly, Bounty Killer has a teenage baby mother from back in the day. Not current, back in the day. Somewhere back in the 90s. Some people done pull some birth certificate. We don't know if it's real or fake. This is the internet. But the Caribbean, Jamaica, is a small island, just like how other islands in the Caribbean are small. Because I grew up in an island. So one thing I know is this. The people in the neighborhood will be the ones to tell you the truth. The people in the neighborhood in Jamaica, they probably know the woman, if she exists, if she's real. 9 out of 10 residents know who the woman is because people brag. Having a baby by bountykiller. Having a baby by bountykiller. And I won't even go into the mind state of certain men when them bust and get money. Especially when they're young boy, 21, 22, and you bust and get money. Or the little chicken foot gal in the neighborhood start run you down. Because now you big sexy, you the big man on the block. See, people don't understand how it works. We live in a new day and age where, things are how they are. But back then, the 80s and 90s, all this social media wasn't around. So more people got away with different things back then that they can't really get away with now. It may be true. Who knows? Like I said, big man on the block. Get the record deal. Boss in the neighborhood. And you see, when you live in poor people community, when you make a name for yourself, everybody know you. You become a hood celebrity. You become hood famous. You go to the corner store. As we say in the Caribbean, the corner shop. You go to the shop. People know you. People will take picture. All of a sudden, you use big time singer, artist, entertainer. Everybody want to be around you. People who knew you before didn't care to speak to you then. They want to speak to you now. And for some people, that may come as something that's new, using their name and fame to get what they want. I'm just saying, who knows? This is all alleged because all we seen was a maybe fake, maybe real birth certificate. But does the kid and the woman exist? 9 out of 10, we don't know yet. We don't know. The people in Jamaica, they might they might know who these individuals are relating to bountykiller. Does he have a daughter that we don't know about? And did he have relations with the underage girl back in the day? Not now, but back in the day. Maybe this is something Mr. Vegas and many other people knew amongst themselves. But since this is a social media era, to put bigger embarrassment on him, why not tell his fans? Because if you tell people in Jamaica who probably already know, it might not hit them as a shocker. But people in Brazil, people in America, people in London, people in Manchester, they might not know this news. To him, this will definitely hurt his credibility across seas. Because people in your country, they probably know who you are already. They know everything about you. That's your country. That's where you were born. That's where you were raised. That's where your family's from. But across the water, people have a different perception of you. So now Mr. Vegas is over here changing the perception of what people have of bountykiller. The perception people have of bountykiller now, he's an alleged rapist. And Mr. Vegas put that stamp on him. Or maybe he put it on himself by going so hard for Richie Stephens. Because sometimes when you got nothing to hide, you just relax. The amount of Bounty was even replying to people that weren't famous. To me, when I see a situation like that, you got that much time in the world to reply to people that's sitting in their house unemployed 9 out of 10, and you're an entertainer? You arguing with people that's on the internet? Like me? That's like the moon barking back at the wolf. Crazy. But hey, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, stay subscribed. I drop daily videos, daily uploads. You're now welcome to K-Will TV. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.